Welcome, welcome. How are you all? Hopefully you can hear me okay. So welcome. So we have Felicia, YOUIR, and Irene. Welcome all of you. So don't forget that for the free readings, 2 cards. And if you want more than the 2 cards, you can donate by using the pinned links. Don't forget to read the disclaimer down below, of course, in regards to third-party questions. Also, don't forget in regards to medical, and that includes pregnancy as well. And third-party readings. We don't want to know what other people think or what other people are doing. We only want to worry about ourselves. What are we doing in our life? What path are we taking? So that's what we want to think about today, is what is important for us to move forward on our journey. So super, super important there. Okay, so take a minute to think about your question. Don't forget to read the description box down below. Read the disclaimer. Don't forget you can check out the pinned link. Now, everybody is automatically added. So we have Felicia, YOUIR, and Irene. So let's do that list before we start. Thanks, Felicia. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's right. That's important. That helps the stream. Indeed. So, list, we have Felicia, YOUIR, and Irene. All 3 of you can type in your question. So think about your question. Make sure you've read the description. Like I said, make sure you read the description box down below. Think about your question, how, what, and why, how you can move forward on this journey. What is going to happen? What can I do to improve? Good question. Great questions today. And why do I react that way is another good question as well. Okay, great question. So YOUIR, I need your question as well. Thank you. So I'm good, thanks. It's a bit warm. Let me just open the door. While we just do this, let me just open the door. Otherwise, I'm going to be a bit hot. A bit hot in the caravan. It's got a bit warm all of a sudden. Oh, muscles. Oh. That's a bit better. Bit of a breeze. Fan on. Ugh. Oh, good questions. Right. I'm going to use a Tarot de Marseille. So let's take a nice deep breath. Right. Let's start with Felicia. Ooh, what do you need to know about the decision you've made in your career? Okay, so let's have a look here. What do you need to know about your career? Okay. Okay, the first card, let's have a look. We have the 4 of Wands. So very much for you to making sure that you build foundations. I'm getting very much about building foundations in regards to the energy of your career. It's really important that you build foundations, that you do one step at a time. You create a sense of stability in regards to your career. That's super important. So that's something that you need to sort of reflect on, think about, take a moment to sort of breathe. In a way, and just have to be able to build those foundations of stability, have that sense of stability in regards to the energy of your career. It seems to be very much about that energy, the projects, the things that you need to do for that. Okay, we have the Queen of Coins. Okay, Queen of Coins is all about being organized, being that sense of assertiveness, being practical in your approach as you nurture this career. It's very important that you're organized, that you're sorted. You're able to sort of build those foundations, create that stability by being practical, by don't let your emotions get the better of you in regards to the energy of your career, making sure that you're sort of clear-minded in a way and focused as you nurture that energy, your well-being in regards to your career. I think there's a lot of things there that need to be looked at. Okay. Next. That's right. You wonder. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's all about with the Queen. It can be very much about nurturing that well-being, that state of mind, that sense of physical stuff. Hi, Bart. No reading for you tonight. You're just here to support. Thank you, Bart, for the support. Muchly appreciated. No, coins doesn't always mean income. There's so many layers to each of the cards, right? So you wonder, what do I need to know as regards my life right now? Let's do the Spanish tarot. Okay, so what does you wonder need to know in regards... Oops, card that flew out. What have we got here? It's very much about strength. It's all about your own inner power. That sense of being able to have that ability to have the endurance is quite important. That stamina. Standing in your own power is really important here because it's all about the knowledge of the past, using the knowledge of the past to be able to move forward. Okay, so that's really important here, is to have that moment of being able to just stand in your own power, to be focused, to be determined about the direction that you're moving into. I get a sense of sort of taming the wild side in a way in regards to the strength card here. Don't let, I get the sense of just being, using your experiences from the past or the knowledge you have from the past to move forward with endurance and with stamina. That seems really important right now for you, to have that moment to sort of be able to stand in your own power, to use your courage and strength to move forward. Okay, next. Hi, Intuitive Chosen One. Yes, you're added, and I will do your reading after Irene. So what needs to be done to improve? Now we're talking about finances. Right, okay. So I'm going to use a Rider-Waite Smith for this one here. Okay, what needs to be done to improve your finances? What needs to be done to improve the finances? What needs to be done? Ooh, interesting card. Looks like the strength card is going to be very much about creating abundance, nurturing self. This is about nurturing your emotional needs, making sure you nurture your soul. This is very much about nurturing your soul, taking care of your soul. To improve your finances, you do need to create this abundance. It does feel like there's a birth of a new project. Can also be a birth of a new project, something, a birth of something. To improve your finances, it does bring in a new sense of new beginning to your finances. So you need to bring in something to create more abundance. Okay, and it's going to take some stamina, some endurance. This is very much, I see, a sense of endurance and stamina. It's going to take its time. This is not something that's going to happen quickly. Okay, so you need to have a birth of a new project, a birth of an idea, a birth of creating some abundance. So you need to do something to create that energy, which is really important, to nurture that journey that you've got slowly, and do the journey slowly is so important. So it's about building your finances. So you need to have some ideas, some new ideas. This is about something new, a new idea that you need to do to bring in the more business, to nurture your finances, to create a little bit of extra income with the business. So you've got your small party business. So you've got to think of a new project, something new to create some abundance, and it's going to take some time. It's not something that's going to happen quickly. So you need to make sure that you build on that. Whether that is offering a special service or, within the party business, whether you offer a sort of an introductory discount or something. Yep. So you need to maybe do a promotion. Maybe you need to promote locally. You need to do some promotion work. Coupons. Maybe a coupon. Grab a coupon, whatever they are. Coupons. Create some coupons or something like that. Discounts for people who book within a certain time frame. If you book this week, you got to stand out. You got to offer something that's different. So it's very much about it's nurturing the project. An introductory. Remember to say it's an introductory discount. New clients. Okay, intuitive chosen one is next. Or even maybe book one party and you get discount on the second party. Could try that. That just came to me. Tell people, book one party and you'll get a 10% discount off the second party or something like that. Hi, Egyptian Famous. Welcome, welcome. You can type in your question too. What do I need to know about S? Okay. Let's just do the waterfall tarot for this one. What do you need to know about S? Who's S? This is weird. Strength card is really stalking us today. It's all about endurance and stamina. Things are slow. Okay. It's going to take you some courage to move forward. I think you need to really, with the Queen of Swords, it's all about that sense of the truth of the situation. It's time to look at the facts. Okay? It's time to really look at the facts, nurture the facts of the situation, which is very, very important here. Oh, no worries. No need to apologize, Egyptian Famous. No need to apologize. People come and go as they need to. It's all good. Okay. You need to look at the facts in regards to S. I think you need to look at the actual facts of what's actually going on around you. Time to look at the truth of it. Be very look at the real facts of what's actually going on. Time to really look at the facts, look at the truth of it, get a sense of, nurture that clarity that you need within you. And it's all about the endurance or the courage to move forward on the journey. Okay, it's time to I actually don't use the astrology aspects in my reading. Intuitive chosen one. I'm not into the major arcana connecting to the astrology aspect of it. Okay, unless I'm using Thoth. Okay, it's very much about you needing to use the endurance or the stamina that you need to look at the truth or the facts of the situation. It's very important that you've got that inner power, that inner courage to really look at the truth of it. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be cut away, and you need to be able to nurture that journey. I don't think it's what you expect. Okay. What do I need to know about this dream? Oh, okay. And I just got the Siddhartha Tarot. Went straight into me here. Haven't used this deck for a while. What does Egyptian famous need to know about the dream? Oh, something's weighing heavily on you with the 10 of Wands. Something's weighing very heavily on you. Oh, something in the past. I've got 6 of Cups with the 10 of Wands. It's something in the past is weighing heavily on you. Something seems to be causing you some worry or some stress at the moment. So it's all about that sense of, with the Emperor here, I feel like there's a need to roar. I just get the sense of you needing to just spend a moment and roar for a minute. Just yell to get rid of the stress and the worry. Things that are sort of weighing a little bit heavy on you at the moment. Something sort of weighing a little bit heavy on you. Seems to be a bit of burden. It could be related to the past, a memory of the past. And so it feels like you just need to roar. You just need to sort of let it go to enable you to sort of be in a bit more control of the journey. I get a sense of you just stand. I don't know why with this card here, with the Emperor card, it's not the strength as such, but I get a sense of you roaring, you needing to sort of stand there and just roar, just let out the stress, let out the worry, a sense of just being in the moment, because I think the past is sort of catching up with you a little bit here. Oh, one more card for you, Egyptian famous, with being the mod in there, is all about opportunities arising. It does feel like with the King of Pentacles here, you do have some new opportunities coming in. So if you can just get a moment to sort of breathe, to have that sense of taking control of your life by just allowing yourself to sort of surrender. I want to say roar that sense. I just keep getting that roaring, letting go, surrendering to the moment. And you're going to find yourself being able to sort of have that sense of opportunities arising. Yeah. I think you just need to let it go. Very much so. It's about you taking control of your own path here. It's time for you to sort of move forward and to sort of have that look for new opportunities. Time for some new opportunities, Egyptian famous. So it's all about you. I think it's very much about you moving forward on your own journey. So that's why I keep getting the sense of you just taking a moment to just feel that roar deep down within your sacral, or your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus. Just feel it really deep within you and just let it out. I get a sense of like honoring your magnificence, honoring who you are. Like, take your vowels, Egyptian famous. Take the vowels of your first name. Like for me, with Paula, it's AUA. So I would take those vowels and I'd be AUA. AUA. So using those vowels and just breathing out and feel that shift deep within you. Ooh. And feel yourself shift in your energy. So something that we can all do. So yeah. So yeah, that looks like that's it with the live. I don't know if anyone else has come in the door or anything. So let's do a pick a pile. Let's look at an angel card. Let's do angel reading card. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, here we go. Actually, there's going to be 1. Oh, that's 2. Now 3. Oh, okay. 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's do with the angel reading cards. Let's do the fallen angel. So we're doing sort of like a light and dark sort of energy, shadow self. And okay, so let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. Let's do a crystal with it. Right, hi Mary. Yes, you can be added to the list. Let me just do this pick a pile to start with. So I'm just going to do this pick a pile. And oh, hi Caitlin, Night Daughter Oracle. Welcome, welcome. Right, and Mary. Yes, so Night Daughter Oracle is added, and Mary, of course. No, don't apologize. Egyptian famous said that too. So basically we have, the list will be Night Daughter Oracle, then Mary, and then Mizrak. That's the 3 Egyptian famous, that Caitlin as well, not Egyptian famous Night Daughter Oracle. So the list will be Night Daughter Oracle first, then Mary Triss, and then Mizrak. So pick a pile 1, 2, and 3. So number 1. Okay, so we're going to start with this one here. Number 1, we're starting with the Angel of Truth. So it's time to face the truth in regards to a friendship. Okay, it's very important for you to really look at the perspective of this friendship at the moment. There does seem to be some deception, and it could be in regards to some sort of passion that's going on at the moment. Could be a relationship conflict or something like that, but there definitely does feel like there's a deception, there's some conflict going on, and it could be in regards to this friend just not quite being who they say they are. So just be aware of that. Just be very aware of the people that you let into your life at that time if you pick pile 1. Okay, pile number 2. We have Angel of Stress. So things could be very tiring, very stressful for you. And so I think it's very important to actually, I got the sense of ancestors' ties, sort of, or the tradition, or the aspects of your ancestry heritage could be tiring for you, could be exhausting. So it's time for you to sort of breathe a little bit and just allow yourself to sort of cut the ties from some of that ancestral bounds, ties that seem to be tying you or binding you to stuff. Okay, so really it's time for you just to remove that stress, those ties of the past. I think it's very much about the past, the ties, and it could be a family tie, a history tie, ancestral tie, that's sort of driving you in that direction there. Okay, so pile number 3 is the Angel of White Light. Okay, you might be a feeling of loss, so it's very important to have that sense of self-love, bringing in the Angel of White Light. So bringing in the white light to deal with the loss that you may be dealing with. So self-love is going to be really important here. Taking care of your heart chakra seems to be the overall theme here in regards to all these readings. And if we look at the crystals chakras here, the pink and the green, it's all about healing the heart, giving it unconditionally. So yeah, so pile number 3 is that you might be dealing with a loss of some sort, a loss of something's being taken from you or being lost, someone's loss, you've had a loss. And so self-love is going to be really important here, and allowing the white light to sort of shine through. Okay, so there we are. That is the pick a pile. So now we have Night Daughter Oracle, we have Mary, and then we have Mizrak. So they are the 3 questions that I want to do. Let me just put these cards away. Because when you live in a caravan, for those that don't know, I live in a tiny space. So oops, fallen angels. Oh, I always forget about that deck. Right, let's put these angels away. Okay, so questions. Right. That was an interesting pick a pile. So let me just get rid of that banner. Right. Question is. Oh, no, that's no worries. No worries. No worries, Caitlin. No worries, Night Daughter Oracle. It's cool. So, question is, what should I be on the lookout while in New York? Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. I think I'm going to do the Visconti Sforza, Italian tarot. Right. Nice deep breath. what should Caitlin be on the lookout for while in New York? Okay. And that was really interesting because I got Little Italy. That was like so weird. I just got like Little Italy. Hi, Jackie. Welcome, welcome. Okay, interesting. Right. I do feel like there's going to be a sense of, so there will be some challenges in regards to your perception of New York. I think there's going to be some challenges. I don't think things are going to quite work out the way you expect them to. You're going to find yourself at a bit of a crossroads while you're in New York. I do feel like you're going to have to make some real clear decisions. I think you're going to find yourself trying to find yourself at inner peace while you're in oh, okay. Okay, so we've got that sense of you're finding yourself at a bit of a crossroads. Things might not quite work out the way you're expecting them to. You might find some challenges in regards to the situation here. And so it's all about that sense of interesting. Okay, very strongly here. It's all about the emotional conflicts. I'm getting a lot about emotional conflicts. I just feel like there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some trials, some tribulations in regards to your the journey. And so you're going to find yourself at a bit of a crossroads here. There are definitely going to be some emotional challenges coming in. I do feel like there's going to be some struggles, maybe emotionally, while you're in New York for some reason. I do feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, there is going to be some life's ups and downs. Okay, so with the with New York, I do feel like there's going to be some challenges emotionally. You're going to find yourself at a bit of a crossroads. I do feel like you're going to be struggling a little bit emotionally. Definitely feels as though you've got some life's ups and downs. You've got some challenges coming in here. I think you might feel like you're going around in circles too, emotionally. I'm just getting the emotion and the mental perception here. I do find that your mind will. So just going to take a breath. Taking a breath is going to be really important here. Finding a sense of balance within your emotion, within your thoughts is going to be really important. Look at what you're focusing on. Caitlin, is going to be really important here. Be very aware of what your focus can change. Focus on the things that you can control. Don't worry about the things that you cannot. And then things will start to be a bit more positive in the direction that you're moving into. That sense of good fortune, that things will sort of start to come right with. You can just be aware of what you are feeling within yourself. Just look at things that you can focus on. Yeah. So that's going to be a really important aspect here. So there's quite a lot in the reading. I'm getting quite a bit of stuff here in regards to, yes, there's going to be some mental challenges. There's going to be some trials. Threes are all about trials and tribulations. So there is going to be some challenges of the mind. It's all about maybe the plans aren't going to be quite going where you want them to be, but you're going to find yourself trying to find a sense of inner peace within yourself. You're going to remove the debris, get a sense of clarity in the situation so that you can sort of choose the right path for yourself. Definitely about what are you focusing on in regards to your emotions is super important here. It's going to be challenging emotionally. And I just think because you're away from home, away from what you're doing, and I just feel like it could be to do with being in a new environment. And so there are going to be some life's ups and downs. But I do think overall, with the Wheel of Fortune here, it is going to be okay. if you can just know that things are going to be, there are going to be some challenges. I think if you can just take a breath for a minute, everything's going to be a-okay. Good fortune there. So interesting card. Okay, so we have next. Oh, thanks, Caitlin, for doing that list. That's awesome. Right, so I'm just waiting for Mary's Christmas. Mary's Christmas. What is wrong with me today? I got Christmas on my brain. Do you know why? Because somebody said to me before, I was talking to a friend, and they were talking about Christmas. Just got Merry Christmas on my brain. They're talking about, what are you doing for Christmas? Organizing Christmas already. I don't know why they were thinking about Christmas for something. No, just... Okay, Mary. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I just don't know why I just had Christmas on my brain. I shouldn't do that. Merry Christmas. Okay, so you want to know whether you're going to hear from Alex in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to use not a really positive. It doesn't really give you very much, Mary. It's a very yes and no question. So let's have a look here. Let's use the yes and no cards. Okay. Will you hear from Alex in the next 2 weeks? Let's have a look. What are the angel answers saying? You know, what do you need to know about this situation? Will you hear from Alex in the next 2 weeks? Remember that other things influence and things. Nope, it's a resounding no. Okay? It's a very clear no. It doesn't give us anything else. It just gives you no. You're not going to hear from Alex in the next 2 weeks. Okay? You're not going to hear from him. So let me just see what the angels have to say about the situation. Let's have a look. Oh, that jumped out. You can only dream. It's time for you to look at what's actually going on. When I say look at a sign here, when the angels say look for a sign, they're actually saying it's time to look elsewhere. You know, you got to look at what's actually going on. You're not going to hear from him. You need to look at the facts of the situation. It's time to look elsewhere. It's time to look elsewhere. It's time to look at other parts of your journey. Time to look elsewhere. Time to look at the truth of the situation. Look at the signs that you've been receiving. Look at the information that you've got. You know, if they don't contact you, like I say, they're not really interested. They're not that into you. Right. Okay, next. Ms. Rag. Okay, oops, okay. Another yes and no question. So we're doing angel answers again. Also, there's a bit of wind. Right, okay. Will I get my retro pay soon? Yeah, it's coming in at some stage. Not sure when exactly. And soon is sort of let's have a look and see if it can give us a little bit of when will you receive your retro pay? I think you need to follow up. Yes, you'll get it, but you need to follow up. I feel like you need to sort of follow up. I feel like they might need a little bit more information. I feel like there's something that needs taking action. You need to take action on something. So yes, you'll get it, but it's all about the action that you take. Okay, I feel like you might need to follow up on it. Right. Next. Fabby. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Now, you need to ask, what do I need to know? Okay, you're asking about somebody else's dating information, so you need to be very careful here. It's about, what do you need to know about the situation, or what can you do in regards to the situation? Okay, let's do. Okay, you're sort of crossing into the third. Make sure you've read the description box down below. You've read the disclaimer. When you're asking about somebody else's dating, you're being nosy. Okay, it's a bit of a third party situation, so you have to be very careful here. You're asking about somebody else's business. Okay, so you need to think about, what do you need to know about the situation? Yes, change the question. Yeah, go for it, Fabi. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Caitlin. Muchly appreciated that. In regards to that situation, yeah, definitely a third party type of question. What we want to do is we want to empower you on your journey. Okay, so it's all about what you need to do to move forward. If he's dating somebody else, if he's not interested, okay, you're looking at the perspectives. It's about, what do you need to know in regards to the connection? Okay, so you want to know, let's have a look. What do you need to know? It's still a third party question, because you're asking about their perception and they're not here about their thing. Yeah, you phrased it wrong. So you need to know, what do you need to know? What do you need to know about the situation? Let me change that to what do you need to know? So let me do this. So let me just type in here. Ooh, interesting question, Jackie. Okay, Fabi, I think I've got this. What do I need to know? Read the Taurus and my connection. Okay, so let's have a look here. Fabi, I've changed it for you to, what do I need to know? So what do you need to know? Read the Taurus and your connection. Okay, so what do you need to know about the situation? So I'm going to do Deck of Heroes. Oh. Let me just remove the keyboard. Okay, so I'm using this deck here, Deck of Heroes. So what do you need to know about the Taurus and your connection? Okay, so what do you need to know? Oh, gee, that fell out straight away. Okay, so what do you need to know? Let's have a look at the situation. So what do you need to know, Fabi, about the Taurus and your connection? Okay, the first card we have here. Oh, okay. I got the Magician. And the Magician is someone with a sleight of hand. They might not be completely honest. They might be a bit of a trickster, not really honest about, oh, sorry, the light's not that great with the shiny cards. come in here. So I think it's very much about, you need to do some soul searching. You need to dive deep within the situation. You need to look below the surface. I do feel as though I'm just with the Magician, he can be a bit of a sleight of hand, not quite showing the full picture with the situation. And we have the Four of Swords. And so I do feel like you need to sort of take some time out from the situation. I do feel like you need to sort of, it's a rest sort of period. But with the Magician here, I do get that sense of you need to look deeper. You need to look below the surface. Okay, you need to really look at the facts of the situation to manifest the reality of the situation. You need to really look deep. The Magician can be a bit of a sleight of hand. He can be a bit of a trickster, a bit of a con man, not completely being honest here. I do feel like when you're talking about someone else, that you need to really look below the surface. You need to look a little deeper at the situation, because I think you need to sort of take some time out with the Four of Swords here, is that sense of taking a moment to breathe, taking a moment to reflect, to contemplate on the connection. So I think there's some bit of soul searching needing to be done when I look at these two cards here. Okay, you need to really look below the surface. I don't think it's quite what you expect in the relationship. It's not going to go quite the way you want it to. So you need to do some soul searching here. Okay. Oh, Jackie's next. Okay, thank you. Down Under Yankees. Oh, I did Down Under. Down Under Yankees. I like that. Maybe I got a card maybe I got a card today about being able to speak with animals, understand them. Is this the path I should consider? Am I getting shown this possible direction? Or something like that. And I just got Tarot Familiar. Okay, let me just grab the Tarot Familiar. Now, the reason why I've got a bit of a soul search here, it's because it's not in a normal, can't remember how I packaged it. What bag was it in? And where did I put it? I think that's the cultural deck. I don't want that one, I think. I think not Telleric. I've got Tarot Familiar and I've got to grab it and I've got to find it. So just give me a minute. Oh, that's a bag in there. I know it's here. I've got to find it for you. Everybody that's in, still got 10 minutes. So everybody who's here gets a reading. There it is. Found it. Tarot Familiar. I knew I'd find it. I had to. You find yours in drawers, but which one? Jackie. Right. Let's have a look. Animals. So what does it say about speaking with animals? Oh. Right, Jackie, let's have a look. Interesting. When it comes to animals, don't limit yourself with what you can do with the animals. I feel like there's a new path here. Don't restrict yourself. You're not limited by anything. So with speaking with animals, I do feel like there's many options available to you. I think you've got many capabilities, whether it's through the cards or through your own psychic abilities. Oh, Jackie, I just got a sense of like speaking to animals that have passed. So I do feel like you could be unlimited in your possibilities in regards to working with animals, speaking with animals. Okay, Knave of Swords. It really is about being honest with yourself. I'm getting a lot of like being honest, starting new. I want to say with the Knave of Swords can be about that new thought, that new idea that comes from, you know, facing. I do get that sense of speaking to animals that are passed over, that sense of, I do feel as though out of the corner of your eye that you've seen a cat. I do feel like a cat has been in your mind, in your vision, but when you've turned to look, it's not there. I am getting that sense of an animal that has passed, Jackie. So that seems really important here. I'm getting the sense of a cat that's passed and you saw it, but you didn't realize, you turned and it wasn't there and then you dismissed it. Okay, I am getting that very, very strongly here, and I think that's part of it here. So you got the Six of Pentacles, so it is about that giving and receiving, having that sense of harmony in your in regards to working with animals, having that sense of direction, that sense of giving unconditionally. I do feel like it's going to be something that's going to be a very giving, but make sure you receive as well, that you have that sense of charging. I just get charging for your services, basically. Don't give it all away, if you know what I mean. Have that sense of donations available. Okay, I do feel like you need to be paid for your services in some way. Super important here. Okay, with the Eight of Cups, now Eight of Cups can be walking away from something, but I do feel like you're going to be walking into something new. This is a new path, a new direction. Now I'm getting not just talking to animals, using the cards and things like that, but also the mediumship aspect of it. That sense of those animals that are passing, very strong energy, very strong animal energy coming through. And with the sort of the raven here, very much about the message. And now a raven is that message of the past. And that's why I keep getting the mediumship, is that death, that sense of passing over. The cat was very strong. I felt the cat was super, super strong. Now, the reason why I say that is because raven is very much about the death, is that messages from the dead, messages from the over. So that's one reason why that's come through so strongly for me here. That sense of the ideas and the perceptions of that death energy. I feel like your cat is very, very strong energy. And I feel like your cat is like your familiar in a way. I don't know if you subscribe to that pathway, but yeah, I do feel like your cat is like your familiar, is like your sense of guide. Cats have always been with you. Okay. Have you got a real affinity with Bast? I don't know why I said that. Let me see. Is she in the dark? Hermes Tarot. I feel like, let me see if I can grab it. Oh, thanks, Night Daughter Oracle. Thanks, Caitlin. That's cool. For that bast, yes. Oh, she is one of Nyx's. I forgot about that. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. Very connected. Okay, got 3 more minutes and then the list will be closed. Sorry, guys, I'm taking a bit of time here. I'm still going to wrap up everyone's readings. No one's going to miss out, by the way. I'm just trying to find a card. Sure, she should be here. Isn't it the cards that you cannot never find? Oh, I thought she was in this deck. Maybe she's not in this one. Okay. So, I think she's in, oh yeah, she'll be in here. Bast, where are you? Should have picked up this. Here we go. So that's Bast there. Right. The list is closed, which means I will wrap up everyone's readings, including VIP donation from Matthew. So, Jackie, hope that helps. So it just means I'm wrapping. When I say that I'm wrapping up, everybody is still doing everyone's reading. I'm just going to do Matthew's first. I'm just waiting for Matthew's question. Just give me a second. Let's have a look. I'll put that away. I had to dive deep for that deck. So, right, let's have a look. Matthew, Ko-Fi, where are you? Yeah. You're welcome, Jackie. Yeah. Oh, no, it's just on. Just on, yeah, a minute left. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, about that time. So just give me a second here. We just look at Matthew's to give me an idea. Okay, cool. Brilliant. Right, Matthew. So, Matthew, we are doing so, but this is the free list. Now, everybody on that list will get a reading. Okay, everybody on this list will get a reading, but you just have to wait. You'll have to be patient for the time it takes, because in the meantime, I do have that. So I'm just waiting for Matthew. So who's Matthew? Just taking a breath for a second here after doing Jackie's reading. Right, okay. So who have I missed? Okay. Okay, cool. So I'll say welcome to those that I've missed. Lara Spark, Lily, Kikauk, Ariona, Eldonna, Zena, Antonella. Sorry, I'm just taking a breath for a second. Jack Mac. Right, okay. Top Flight was the one that made the donation, and so is Top Flight. Oh, that says Ko-Fi. Matthew Top Flight. Is Matthew Top Flight? Okay. Yep, that's the that's through the Ko-Fi, which goes into Top Flight is Matthew. Okay, so Top Flight, can I just have your question, please? Yep, Ko-Fi. No, that's good. No, the link that I provided is where I said that. Yeah, Ko-Fi. That's there. So perfect. So Top Flight, I just need your question. I presume Top Flight is Matthew. Is that right? Let me just double check that. Just take a second. Got to go a little bit of a. If I go through PayPal, it just sort of take it. Just make sure there's not a second payment gone through from someone that I've missed. Okay, just checking, just taking a breath for a second, guys. Just give me a minute. Everyone gets their reading. Nobody misses out. So, yeah, that's right. So, yeah. Gotcha. Top Flight's Matthew. Yeah, cool. So I just need a question, please. Question. Just taking a breath for a second just to sort of work out where we are. And I am getting... Yeah, let's do the deck of heroes with the gods and titans. Yep. Oh, is my question? No, just repost it here. It's just too hard to sort of, I have to I don't think there's a question. No. Not unless you put it into Ko-Fi. Yeah. Not unless you, unless you messaged me. Oh, I see what you did. Yeah, that's usually for those that prepay. Okay, now third party question. Okay, what are Ileana's thoughts for me currently? You're thinking about somebody else's question on the relationship between me and Ileana. You're not together, but you like to know what the chemistry is about. Okay, interesting. So what do you need to know about this relationship? What's the future hold for you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so you're thinking about, so what do you need to know? What do you need to know in regards to the future with you guys? What's the outcome likely to be, or what's the possible connection that you guys have? I do feel like there could be a little something here. So let's sort of dive into this a little bit here. Okay, so let's take a nice deep breath. Get a sense of clarity about what we actually need to know. What's important for Top Flight or Matthew to actually know about this relationship? What's the possibility? Whoa. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One more. Okay. So what do you actually need to know? So what's important for you in moving forward with, so what do you need to do to be able to move forward with this relationship? What can you do to sort of feel like there's sort of chemistry between you? So let's have a look here. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a nosy here about this situation in regards to you. You know, this is about you. Very much what do you need to know? So let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, the first card we're looking at here is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is very much about a gain. So it feels like there's a gain with nurturing the relationship. So we've got Queen of Cups. So I do feel like she's quite emotional. She's quite emotional. So that tells me that you want to nurture that emotions. It does feel like there is a gain to the relationship. If you can be honest, you know, speak your truth, be able to sort of take care of things, I do feel like there'll be a gain in the relationship. If you can take care of her, show that you care. Does feel like there's some chemistry there. We have that sense of dream of with the King of Cups. I do feel like you're trying to dip your toes in without really going full hog. I think you need to commit to making a move. You need to commit to doing something instead of sitting back on your laurels and just expecting things. You sort of got to make the move to find out what's going on, because we get Ace of Pentacles, which tells me the potential is there for something to happen. So really, when I look at these cards here, sorry about the light. I'm just wondering if it's this one here. Oh, it was the skylight above my head. Oh, that was shining through. Okay, so that's what I was having issue with. Okay, so it's very much about you. There is definitely a gain with that sense of, I do feel like she's kind and caring. She's quite a very giving person. I do feel like Liana will be quite giving, and that's something that you need to know, is that she's quite sensitive. She's a sensitive person. She's romantic. She's got that emotional energy about her. I do feel like she's quite watery, quite emotional energy. And I think she's been hurt in the past. And that's something that you need to be aware of for yourself. You need to be aware. But I do feel like there's going to be a gain in the relationship with that. And I do feel with the King of Cups about not just dipping your toes in. I think it's time to sort of make that move, take that action. Is really important here, because the potential with the Ace of Pentacles tells us the potential for the relationship. If you can be honest with how you feel, I think you'll be. I do feel like there's some chemistry between you, and you know that. You know there's chemistry there, top flight. You know there's something there, and I think you just need to be honest, calm, relaxed, and honest. Just say, hey, look, I'd love to go out on a date with you. And I just feel like the potential for something to happen is there. Wow. Wow. We get Eros with love. Wow. So there you go. That's just with Eros there. The arrows are flowing. It's a bit like Cupid. Eros is another name for Cupid. You've got that sense of, I do feel like you've both been hit by the arrow. There is that mutual attraction there. It does tell me with Eros there that is mutual attraction. There's definitely a connection between you guys. There's definitely something there. It definitely feels like there's something there, top flight. Okay, so it does feel like I do feel like there's something there, top flight. So I definitely feel like you need to make the move. Don't just dip your toes in, but really just say, hey, look, I'd love to go out on a date with you. I think you need to take the, I know you're not together, but it's time for you to sort of make the move. It's up to you to make the move, top flight. So what an interesting card. Have Eros come out as the overview card. So very, very interesting there. So I definitely feel like the arrow's been hit. There's fire, there's passion. There's definitely, you can see the fire there. So there's definitely that passion, that fire, that creative energy. So interesting reading. Indeed. I love that deck of heroes. It's one of my favorite decks. Yeah, so it's time for you to make a move, I think. Time for you to sort of just say, you know, without being pushy, don't be pushy, because she's sensitive, you know? She doesn't like being pushed. But you can ask and be gentle with it, you know, show your interest. Oh, Jackie, take care, take care. Off to work? What? Oh, yes, of course, it's Monday for us, isn't it? Yes, you're Monday too, so you're working. Oh, she's your realtor. Interesting. Okay, so you got to sort of wait. So you need to sort of say, you know, can I take you out for dinner? Oh, so you do need to be okay. I think you'll be okay. Okay, so here we are. Oh, that's a good idea, Top Flight. Yep. Awesome. I think you got your priorities right. That's why I said about not being pushy. Perfect. I think you're on the right path. You're doing all the right stuff. Then last spark. So no, that's all right, last spark. Right, here we go. So we want to know, will you hear from Corval this month? Okay. Okay, so you're asking a yes and no question. When you guys ask a yes and no question, it doesn't really leave any room for self-development, self-growth in any way. Okay, it sort of leaves you a little bit just a yes and no, which, I mean, is possible with the angel answers cards are the best way for me to answer them. I don't like using tarot for yes and no questions. Tarot. I think Matthew, a Top Flight, I think you're doing the right thing. Yeah, about not being pushy, just sort of saying, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I'd love to go out for dinner with you. Yeah, definitely after getting the house. No, I think you're doing all the right stuff, Top Flight. I think you're in tune with your own intuition. Put it that way. I think you're in tune with your own intuition. Okay, will I hear from Corval this month? Okay, let's have a look, Lara Spark. Let's have a look. Will you hear from Corval? It really just a basic yes or no question. It doesn't really leave you any room for growth or development or anything else that you don't, you know, why won't you hear from, you know, why will you hear or why won't you hear? It doesn't really sort of talk about the connection that you guys have in any way. You're just saying, you know, will you hear from Corval this month? Who is it? You obviously haven't heard from him for a while. I haven't heard from Corval for a while either. So will you hear from Corval this month? Interesting. I'm actually getting this as this is really weird because I'm sort of getting it as a reversed position here. So I got the words don't stop, but then I got told to sort of turn it upside down, which was kind of weird. Oh, Matthew wants to know a little bit more information. Okay, Lara Spark. So basically, I got that sense of, I think you're going to be waiting around. If you're waiting for Corval this month, I do feel like you're going to be waiting around. It's sort of saying, hey, look, dive into a little bit deeper on what don't stop sort of means, is that you'll be waiting around for this call. Waiting around for this hit, whatever, this connection. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of waiting around. So I want to say, you know, what do you need to know about this a little bit further? I do feel like you're going to be waiting around, that it's going to be a sense of, I think you need to stop the situation. I do get that sense of you need to stop waiting around. You need to. Okay, so just tell us a little bit more information about this. I'm not. Okay. I think you need to really trust that the universe is going to provide you with some clarity in the situation. I think you need to sort of just, I'm getting a sense of there's a lot of conflicting energy going on here. I feel like that you've got to not wait around for the call. Get on with life and just trust that things will happen as they're supposed to. Trust that things will happen as they're supposed to. So I just don't feel like you're going to get what you want out of the call. I don't feel like you're going to get the call that you want. But you've got to trust that the universe is providing you with what you need. So it's time to start living your life, is what I'm getting here. It's time to start living your life and not wait around for the call. Okay, so Matthew's donated again. So what else did you want to know, Matthew? What did you want to know a little bit more information on? And I really think, you know, in regards to that situation, I think it's just about waiting around and just waiting for the right thing. I do feel like there's a connection between you guys and it'll work out. So what else did you need to know? Yeah. Oops, just got to get into here. Okay. Thanks. So I'm just waiting for so these questions. So we've got top flight. There's definitely chemistry between you guys. So what else did you want to know, Matthew? So has Lily got typed in a question? So I'll start needing some questions, guys. If you've got a free... Lily, I'll need your question. So those that are on the list, Lily and Kakalk and Ariana. Oh, okay. So you want to know what's going on the... You need to know what do you need to know about her perspective on things. Okay, now just got to be a little bit careful here because again we're crossing into that third party sort of energy when we're talking about your child's mum. Okay, you got into it. So what do you need to know? You'd like to see her perspective. So what do you need to know about her perspective? What do you need to know so that you can understand her perspective, right? Top flight, you want to know, you want to be able to understand her perspective on the situation. Okay, this one I'm actually getting the Egyptian tarot here. I'm actually getting a very much about what do you need to know so that you can understand her perspective on the situation, right? You want to understand her perspective. And I am getting very much, where are you, Egyptian? I knew I had this, I'm sure I had this out. Yes, I did. Yeah, how she feels about the conversation, what's her perspective. Yeah, so that you can see how, you know, what do you need to know about this situation? You need to know so that how you can deal with it. So you can deal with it, have an understanding of it. So you want to know what, so what does Matthew need to know about the conversation? What was the perspective? So just yeah. So you need to know, it's about what you need to know. You need to know because there's some things you may not need to know, but it's about understanding so you're able to understand her perspective. What do you need to know so that you can understand her perspective? What do you need to know so you can understand her perspective? Well, okay. So I'm doing Tarot of Cleopatra. Okay, this one here. So let's have a look. And I'm using the Orset Egyptian Oracle. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. What do you need to know? Oh, okay. Her perspective. Okay, so what you need to know is that she felt a little bit defeated. I think she felt like she was in definitely argument stage. Five of Swords. Five of Swords is that sense of challenges of the mind, feeling like there's quarrels, disagreements, that sense of feeling defeated, feeling like things weren't quite going her way. I do feel as though there was that feeling of, I think you need to look into it a little bit deeper there with the mind, challenging in the mind. Okay. Oh, okay. Traditional. We get the Hierophant here. So lessons to learn. I felt like there was a lot of lessons to learn from both of you. In regards to this situation, you need to know that there were lessons for both of you to learn. You need to look at your, she felt very defeated, very, there was that quarrel, that sense of disagreement. I think it was, as you said, it was very heated disagreement. And I do feel as though there were lessons to learn from both of you. Okay. I think it's about listening. Were you able to truly listen to her perspective, really hear what she was saying? Did you actually hear what she was saying when you were listening? You need to take a breath and you need to reflect and contemplate on what she was actually saying. And that's what I feel like she's feeling like. Did you hear her? Did you hear her? And you need to know that. Did you hear what she said? I think she feels like she needs to be heard. Even if you don't agree with her, it's about hearing. So it definitely feels as though it's a repeated pattern for the two of you. Does feel like it's a repeated pattern. It's keeping you chained to an issue that's stopping you from breaking free, from moving forward. I think you've got to really hear what each other is saying, and I think that's a lesson to learn from both of you. Okay, so I do think it's keeping you chained to a situation that's not good for either of you. You've got to break free from it. You've got to allow yourself if you can really hear what each other is actually saying without the blame game. I think that's really important here. Without the blame game, if you can really hear what each other is saying, then you're able to break free from the repeated patterns, the bad habits, those things that are keeping you chained. I think it's about speaking calmly and just saying, hey, look, I really want to talk to you calmly. I don't want to get into an argument. I'm not going to fight. Let's just talk calmly. Yep, it takes two for sure. Yeah, definitely. And it can be really hard. It's about what you can do what you can do, but it's about making sure you stay calm. You can only control yourself. And that's interesting here. We get the Magician here. So it's very much about using your skills and your abilities to look below the surface. So if you can say to her, yes, I hear you. Have you actually said to her, yes, I hear you? Yeah, she's got some stuff. Yeah, it's her Remember, it's her perception. You're doing what you can do. Unfortunately, you cannot control her. Unfortunately, you can only control yourself. You cannot control her. You've done what you can do to try and stay calm, try and stay at peace. Yeah, she's very controlling. Yeah. So, I mean, this is her, remember, this is her perception. And, you know, she feels like she's not being heard. And, you know, even though you might be hearing her and you can see what needs to be done, and so you try and keep the peace, that's just her. It says more about her than it does about you. You're doing what you can. I think it might be the time for a mediator. Maybe you need to not engage in a conversation with her. So let's have a look and see what the Orsic card was. Okay, you need to protect yourself. I'm getting very much about you having boundaries. Okay, I feel like, Matthew, I think it might be important for you to have a mediator, somebody that you can relay the message, or messages go through a lawyer. I know it's expensive, and I know it can be a bit of a... Oh, that's a good one. Night Daughter Oracle. I'll have a look. I hadn't really... The dog, coyote, dingo. Yeah, fox. Okay, so with Selkit here, I think it's very much about protecting yourself, having boundaries, having a sense of... Yeah, I agree with you totally, Matthew. Remember, this is just her perception. It doesn't mean it's reality. It doesn't mean it's factual. When you're looking at somebody's perception, yeah. When you're talking about someone's perception, it doesn't always mean it's factual. Okay? So, and I know you've done everything about compromising and trying to do the right thing. I think sometimes you've got to disengage from the situation, create some boundaries, protect yourself, do everything through a mediator or a lawyer or somebody that can really help you. So let's just see what it says in regards to relationships. I just want to have a look at what card number is this one. 36. Let's have a look here. 36. Let me just see what it says. Yeah, see, a lot of it is about that sense of be careful, release manipulative partners from your life. This is interesting. It says release your manipulative partners or ex-partner, your mother, people from your life, releasing those people that are manipulative. I think it's really important to create some boundaries for yourself, find a way to protect yourself. I think that's going to be really important. I think you need to get some legal advice on the situation, Matthew, as well. I think to get some legalities or some legal support would be really beneficial for you here. Just getting that sense there. Let me have a look and see what it says. Low energy, angry thoughts directed at you. Be very careful about your health, Matthew, too. Your sense of well-being, your sense of energy. I think you're going to finding yourself very low in energy. So I think it's very important that you protect yourself. Okay, super, super important. Really is about protecting you. Just seeing if there's anything else in the book that sort of speaks near. Now, this is all about your controlled use of your own inner power, your own inner strength in regards to the situation. So here, yeah, I think it's very much about making sure you stay protected, making sure you take care of you. Boundaries is going to be really important. I think a mediator could be beneficial here. I think you need to get some legal advice. in the situation, because I do feel as though she's very manipulative and as you said, controlling. And I think it's very important that you take care of you in this situation. Yeah, because you cannot control her. I think she'll always be the way she is. Unless she's prepared to change. You can do what you can do to try and make things easier, but unless she's prepared to make those changes, it can be very difficult indeed. Okay, so Lily. Whoa, okay, so you want to know whether you're going to be in a committed relationship with A. Okay, so this leaves you with no room to grow. Okay, I want you guys to think about your questions. Have you read the disclaimers down below? Have you read the description box? Okay. Have you thought very carefully about your yes and no question? It doesn't leave you any room for growth, or, what do you need to know about the connection with relationship with A? Are you in any sort of relationship? Are you communicating? There's things that you need to know about the situation. You need to look at the truth of it. There could be some other stuff going on, some influences from other people here. Oh, you're welcome, Matthew. You're welcome, Top Flight. Okay, so when you're doing a yes or no question, you're leaving yourself very closed off from growth and development, from anything actually happening here, because we don't know what the other influences and things are. And like I said, I definitely got a very clear no about it. Is no, you're not going to be in a committed relationship with A, because it's not about that. You haven't done the healing that you need. So what do you need to know about this situation? Yeah, I just feel like the situations that are going on here. I just saw a very clear no. I think you're going to always have those excuses. The whole thing is external factors. We told each other we were waiting to mature and then come back. And then, so I do feel like there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be excuses in the way. I just get that. That's what I'm saying. You just get that whole, yeah. So I do feel like there's going to be excuses. There's always going to be things in the way. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the, just waiting for a deck. Where are you? Here it is. Okay, I think there's always going to be excuses in the way. There's always going to be things you're saying, oh, we'll just wait until we mature. Well, why? Why wait? I mean, it just feels like there's always going to be excuses. Always going to be something here. I think you need to really okay, interesting with the star here reversed. That sense of you're not really following the light. Okay, it just feels like there's always going to be, it just feels like you're not seeing the light out of the dark. I feel like you're not letting your true self shine through. You're waiting for something to happen. And when you wait like this, there's always going to be excuses, is what I'm getting here. Triple daughters. That sounds good. I want you guys to think about your questions here. So you asked, would you be in a committed relationship? And really, overall, it says no, because there's always going to be too many excuses. You're not following your true self. You're not letting your light shine through. You're waiting. That sense in here. You're not going to get your wish fulfilled. Star is like, you're not going to get your wish fulfilled. I mean, if you want to be with someone, you be with someone now, not excuses. Not, oh, we'll just wait. Okay, so next on the list was Cacao. So how do we do this? What do you need to know, Cacao? So we're not going to know. You're not going to know. You want to know how this. No, this is their idea, this perception about you. Okay, so you're going into their mind, their thoughts. Their perceptions are not always factual. You've got to remember that. So what do you need to know about the connection? Okay, I'm going to do before. So what do you need to do? What do you need to know? It's not going to tell. You're not going to tell you how the Spanish guy feels because you're intruding in his thoughts, his ideas. So what do you want to know is what about the connection? So, are you in a relationship? Yeah. This is a third party because you're intruding into their thoughts, their ideas, their perceptions. So you want to say, what do I need to know about the situation? What do I need to know about the connection with the you want to know how, because you're intruding in their thoughts. Even though it's about you, you want to know about their feelings about you. So I'm just trying to work this out. What would be the best way for you to know about the connection with you guys? We want you to be empowered on your journey, when you're thinking. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was thought you wanted to know about, how can you, I was going to say, what do you need to know about the connection with the Spanish guy? You want to know about your connection, but okay, if you want to change your question completely, I was just trying to work it a way to word it for you, Cacao, so that you would know what you need to know. So, but you want to change your question completely? Okay. Okay, let's do this one here. Okay, so you want to ask this question here. You want to change the question completely. How will my next trip go? So what do you need to know about the next trip? 2 cards flew out. Okay, your next trip has a lot of awakening within the situation. I think there's a lot of stuff happening for you. I do feel with the 10 of Earth, it's abundance and prosperity. I think it's a wealthy trip. I think overall your trip's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be a real awakening for you. A real, I just feel like it's a preparation for moving into new cycles, new things. Well, that's what I was trying to say for you. That's what I was trying to say. What do you need to know about the connection? Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. So overall, your trip's going to be fantastic. Okay, overall, your trip's going to be fantastic. It's going to be very awakening. I think it's going to bring a lot of stuff out into the open. Okay, and I think it's going to be a wealth and abundance. So I think it's going to be a good trip, positive trip. Okay, so where am I up to? Okay, so I'm just trying to see what's next. Ariana and then Aldona. Ariana and then... Okay, Ariana and then Aldona. Okay, so what do you need to know about the situation? Remember, we only have 2 cards, Ariana. So let's look at this. So what do you need to know about the cake? So what do you need to know? I've only got 2 cards, so I need to think about this carefully. Let's do Ancient Italian. It's for your birthday. Okay, cake for your birthday. So what do you need to know about making the cake? What do you need to know about making the cake? Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Because I actually got the star, but I got you making the cake. I think for you to really to do what you want, I think it's about you making it the way that you want it to. I think it's very important here. And we get that sense of celebrating, that sense of stability, I just feel like there's that sense of, I think if you get someone else to make it, you're going to be dissatisfied. If you make it yourself, I think you're going to get that sense of being much more stable emotionally. I think you're going to be much more stable emotionally if you make it yourself. I get the sense of, when I saw this, I got the sense of you making it. Make it with friends. Yeah. For some reason, when I got the sense of you making it, to have that wish fulfilled, I think it's about you making it yourself, and then you'll have that sense of stability within your with your friends. Otherwise, I think you'd be dissatisfied if someone else made it. I'm getting very much a sense of stable emotions, very much of having your emotions stable. It's important for you to make it. Okay, Aldonna is next. Oh, okay. So what do I need to know in connection with G? Will he actually leave you alone? Hi, All About Maine. How are you? How are you? Oh my God, I've been on for nearly 2 hours. Oh my God, I'm just wrapping up the end of these last few. So let's have a look. What do I need to know in connection with G, and will he leave me alone? Oh, good question. Okay, I'm actually going to get, where are you? The new mythic. Okay, so what do you need to know with connection with G? Okay, about leaving you alone. So what do you need to know about him leaving you alone? What do you need to know about what's going on here? Ooh, okay. We definitely get the Chariot here, which is about moving away from the situation. So you need to know the connection with G is moving forward. Okay, moving. And you asked, will he leave you alone? And I get that sense of him moving away, moving away from the situation. Transformation, changes taking place. So yes, this seems a very strong, will he leave you alone? Yes. I do feel like you need to know that it's about moving forward in your own direction. There are changes taking place, transformations. There are things that will end. With the Death card, is about things ending, things being final, so that you can move through, transition into new possibilities, new pathways, new directions here. So I do feel like, yes, he's going to leave you alone. I do feel like there is that sense of moving into a new direction, moving into new possibilities, transformation and changes taking place, Aldonna. So yeah, it definitely feels. Right, so let's have a look here. So what am I up to? So I'm up to Zinnia. So Zinnia. Okay, she asked about her health, starting a business, should I say. You're welcome, Aldona. Right, okay, so you want to know about starting your business due to current health issues. So let's have a look here. Will you be able to start your business? Let's have a look. It's interesting because I sort of get like a no, but I think there's something better coming your way. I think there's a different idea. I think your business plan, I think you need to reconsider. I'm getting a sense of reconsidering your business plan here. I think I'm getting a sense of needing to reconsider your business plan. Okay, I think you've already said no, you're not going to consider you're not going to do your business because of your health issues. But I actually think there's something better that you can do. Definitely feels like there's something better. So I'm just going to go, what do you need to know? Let's do, where are you? Here it is. So, I'm getting a sense like, no, not your business, but I think there's something better that you can do. I think there's another perspective in regards to the business that you can do. So I think this idea that you have, you cannot do, but there could be something better. So let me just pull another card. Okay. I think it's about the new beginnings, a new possibility, about something that you love doing, a bit of a maybe a hobby or something in regards to your business, something that's a bit more gentler on you emotionally. So I think there's something better waiting for you, and it's going to bring that sense of new beginnings, new love to the situation in regards to the business aspect. So this business plan that you have at the moment is a no, but it does feel like there's something better waiting for you in the wings. And I got told to leave that one out for someone. Okay, I'm leaving that deck out for someone. Right. No. Let's have a look. So we got Antonella. Ooh, okay, so you want to know about seeing somebody. Now that's why I got told to leave the angel deck out, because of this one here. Okay, because again we get that, will I see somebody in the next 7 days? Okay, will you see this Sagittarius in the next 7 days? Let's have a look. I think you need to choose a new direction in regards to this seeing. I think there's something else you need to look at in regards to the situation. Let me give us a little bit more information in regards to this. Okay. Interesting here, because I get the word gossip, but I feel like someone's stirring the pot sort of energy, which is why might need to look at the situation, consider a new direction. It's sort of like a sense of you need to sort of look at somebody's stirring the pot, so to speak, which is why you may not see them in the next 7 days. But I want to know, I feel like there's something else that the angels need you to know. So what else do you need to know about the situation? What does Antonella need to know about the situation? I'm just going to pull. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you need to nurture your own well-being in the situation. Yeah, I don't feel like you're going to see him. I do feel like someone's stirring the pot. So I think it's very important that you take care of your own well-being in this case. I think there's some rumors or some things that are not I think it's time for you to choose a new direction in the situation. I don't feel like you're going to see this Sagittarius. I do feel like someone's stirring the pot. I think it's time for you to choose a new direction. It's time for you to take care of your own health, your own well-being in this case. Okay, I do get a sense of your own nurturing your own well-being. Super important here. So yeah, Antonella, I just don't. I'm just get a feeling like it's time for you to choose a new direction. I just don't feel like you're going to be seeing them in the next 7 days. Definitely not. I do feel like someone's going to be stirring the pot, and so it's going to give you that sense of having to take care of your own health. I think you need to really take care of you and not be focusing on other people at this time. Really strong there. Okay, Jack Mac. Is this the last one? Is this the last reading? Night Daughter Oracle. Are we on the last reading, are we? So hopefully I haven't missed anyone. Okay, so let me change this to the last reading. Yep, Jack Mac's the last one. Right, okay. Yeah. I think it's very important that, Antonella, that you take care of you. You need to really focus on your own. I feel like something's better's waiting for you. I think there's a new direction for you. I think there's someone new waiting for you, and you just got to be ready for that. Be prepared for someone new. Okay, Jack Mac's the last question. Let me just see. Did Jack Mac actually type in their question at some stage? Let me just flick back a little bit here. Okay, she's talking about a new job. Jack Mac's talking about the new job they're starting tomorrow. So what do they need to know about the new job? Okay, Jack Mac's the last one. Okay, so if anyone wants to book a reading, they can book through Ko-Fi for Tuesday, your time. Tuesday, 5 p.m. CST, Central Standard Time. Otherwise, it is, of course, 10 a.m. New Zealand. But you can pre-book your VIP status by booking through Ko-Fi. Someone paid for a reading on the day of my thing, but I don't know what the question was. I didn't get a question. So I'm sure someone paid for a reading on my day off, but never actually got back to me. So I might need to email them. Oh, wow. Okay, so what do you need to know about your new job starting tomorrow, Jack Mac? Let's have a look. Again, you get that sense of, hang on, I'm just going to grab the other angel deck. Oh, you're asking, what will I like the new job tomorrow? So what do you need to know about it? So will you like the new job tomorrow? Let's have a look. Will you like the new job tomorrow? I think it's going to be some challenges. Is what I'm saying is there'll be some challenges tomorrow. When we go unlikely, I think you'll have nerves. I think you've got a bit of nerves and things going on here. There's a bit of doubt creeping in. I think, with the unlikely card here, I think this is more about just that you're going to be nervous. Things going to be a bit overwhelming for you. I think there's a lot for you to learn. Let's have a look and see what the angels actually say in regards to this. Okay. Got 2 cards pulled out here. First, we got that you're going to be stressed. I think there's a lot of stress in regard to this situation. And so you need to really let go and make the changes that you need, accept that life's ups and downs, that you've got to move through. You're going to have a transitional period, Jack Mac. I think with this new job, yes, it's going to be unlikely that you're going to really enjoy it tomorrow, because I think it's a first day nerves. I think you're going to be stressed and overwhelmed by a lot of stuff going on. And so you sort of need to you're in a transitional period is what I'm getting here with the card 13 here. I'm getting that you're in a transitional period. You've got to go through some changes. You've got a lot to learn, a lot to discover before you can move into the light, so to speak. So I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit stressful for you. But unless you can take a breath. Really, it's a reminder to accept that you're going to have first day nerves, you're going to have first day challenges, and that's why the first day is not going to be always, you have those moments of feeling like things are not quite going in the right direction. Okay. Yeah. Triple daughters, Paula, daughter of Hecate, Caitlin, daughter. I like that. Caitlin, I like that. Okay, so that's really it from me. Oh my God, what a day. That was very, very busy. Thank you to everybody who supported the channel. Thanks to everybody who was around. Thank you for hanging. And don't forget, you can pre-book your VIP status through Ko-Fi. And don't forget, for those that have been on my Ko-Fi page, you can check out the details in regards to the Sarita speech dogs as well. Ooh, blessed be everyone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Night Daughter Oracle. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the supporters. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out the videos that I've been uploading. Videos are basically every day. So that's it from me. I am finished. Woo! 2 hours. I have got to go and take a break. So I will see you Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is Wednesday down under. Wednesday down under. So if you're in Australia, New Zealand, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it will be Wednesday. Northern Hemisphere is Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will be back. So don't forget, you can book a private reading with me, or you can pre-book your VIP status. Don't forget, you can pre-book your VIP status. So that's it from me. So let me grab feel like I am not really whew. Whoops. I've lost video. I think I have to go through here. Okay. There it is. That's what I want. Oh, I'm just finishing up. Just very much finishing up now. This is the end of it. So I am out of here. Bye, everyone. Take care and blessed be.